Welcome to Future Cultures. I'm Eric Marquette, your guide to tomorrow's world shaped by today's most critical conversations. Now let's take a moment, just a moment, to imagine something. Picture this. It's 2040, and the energy landscape as we know it has been completely transformed. Gone are the days of centralized power plants stretching their limits to meet demand. Instead, there's a new frontier, a decentralized dynamic grid, redefining how humanity generates and shares power. It's not just a tech overhaul, it's a cultural shift, an evolution of priorities that reshapes the balance of power, quite literally. Today we're diving headfirst into the 2040 energy revolution. This isn't your typical energy discussion, it's something bigger, a vision of fusion-powered microgrids, empowered communities, and a smarter, fairer distribution of energy for everyone. So whether you're new to the concept, or you've been following these developments for some time, stick with me. Together, we'll explore what a world powered by possibility can truly look like. And on that thought, where do we even begin with a story this massive? It's 2040, and imagine this. The cornerstone of our energy future is no longer massive power stations. Instead, every neighbourhood and every home is capable of generating energy for itself. Each house equipped with compact fusion reactors. Picture that. Tiny yet powerful systems quietly working to fuel every appliance, car, or device in your life. These microgrids are more than just a convenience. They're revolutionising how we live. They're safe, efficient, and, completely independent. But here's the kicker. They don't just serve individual homes. Any power left unused is sent out into local networks, shared seamlessly using blockchain platforms. Every system interconnected. Every community empowered to support one another without even thinking about it. Oh, and let's not forget the guardian angels of this system. AI. These aren't the AI you'd see in movies taking over the world. No, these are benevolent systems even more critical in emergencies. Hospital power flickering during a storm? AI steps in, shifting excess energy to keep life-saving equipment running as if nothing happened. Schools and infrastructure staying operational, while the rest of us pause during crises. These AI guardians make it possible. And here's where it gets really, really fascinating. The elimination of energy poverty. A world where this technology brings light, heat, and hope to, every corner of the globe. The question isn't just, can we? It's really, how would it reshape us as people? What does a society look like when energy resources aren't a concern anymore? The possibilities are incredible, but they also demand a shift in values and priorities. Energy shouldn't just be abundant. Does it also need to be fair, shared equally? That's where this vision faces its challenges. And with that thought, let's look at where we might really practically find ourselves by 2040. All right, so let's talk about what might actually happen. I mean, really, practically. By 2040, renewables could dominate the energy sector, like solar, wind, you name it. Projections suggest they'll make up, around 60% of global energy supply. And that's exciting, right? But here's the thing. It's not the whole picture. Because while some parts of the world thrive with advanced systems, processing plants for lithium, massive solar farms powering entire regions, others, they kind of get left behind. Poorer regions might still rely on outdated generators just to keep the lights on. It's this frustrating cycle, where those who need transformative energy solutions the most, they're the very last to see any benefits. It's energy inequality on a global scale. And let's not ignore where all of this advanced tech comes from. I mean, take lithium, for example. It's the backbone of renewable batteries and critical to our energy future. But the mining for it? Yep, that often happens in areas where local communities don't see much, if any, of the profits. Wealthier nations stockpile these resources, building resilient, cutting-edge grids, while the actual mining regions struggle with environmental damage and little return. It's a cruel kind of irony, isn't it? So, it's great to think about a globally cleaner energy sector, but does it really solve the old problems of resource exploitation? One country thriving, another one literally just scraping by. Imagine the solar belt nations sitting at the heart of energy innovation, while others are stuck watching from the sidelines. We're walking this fine line between a sustainable future and, like I said, energy colonialism. The truth is, it raises some tough questions, Like, how do we address these disparities without just repeating the same old patterns of exploitation? How do we make sure the energy transition is as fair and equitable as it is innovative and clean? Now imagine Sydney 2040, but not the Sydney you'd expect, split right down the middle, two completely different realities playing out side by side. On one hand, you've got glittering towers, their solar-panelled surfaces gleaming under the Australian sun, every rooftop an energy hub, every home empowered by clean, reliable systems, all connected by an invisible web of smart grids. And then there's the other side, dark, suffocating under plumes of smoke, from diesel generators chugging away just to power the basics, the hum of engines drowning out any hope of peace or comfort. Streets here are uneven, littered with the waste of outdated infrastructures trying desperately to keep up, right at the centre of it all. The Opera House, standing like some silent witness between these two futures. One thriving, buzzing with life, clean air and opportunity. The other barely holding on, caught in a spiral of trying to make do with what little it has. It's unsettling when you think about it, isn't it? This isn't just a coincidence. That shiny future on one side of the city, its success often comes from, well, the exploitation of areas like the other side. Global inequalities reflected right here, on a smaller scale. It's almost poetic in a way, but not the kind of poetry you want to live through. These two Sydneys, they force us to ask some really tough questions. Who owns these systems powering our future? Is it the people using them, or is it those controlling the resources? Would the split have been inevitable, or could it have been avoided if we'd done things differently? In the end, this shift we're talking about, it's not just about energy systems, it's about human systems. You know, the choices we make, the values we embrace, the voices we amplify, because the decisions we make now, today, they'll ripple through time, shaping what our world looks like in 2040 and beyond. The energy revolution, well, it's not just technical, is it? I mean, it's a moral one too. And that's the thing, isn't it? Technology alone isn't going to solve all our problems. It takes more than just innovation. It takes intention. The kind of intention that asks the right questions, questions about fairness, equity, and opportunity. So as we hurtle toward this future, let's not just celebrate the breakthroughs, let's interrogate them. Let's make sure that these advancements aren't just empowering a select few, but lighting the way for everyone. Because the kind of world we build, it depends on how willing we are to, well, imagine it together. And that's all for today. I'm Eric Marquette. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the 2040 energy revolution. Until next time, take care and stay curious.